Many governments across the globe have moved to ban smoking in public places. Whether the action is justified or not is a matter of the fierce debate. Often the proponent of the proposition carry the day, arguing that smoke from cigarette inhaled by non-smoker pose health risks. The banning action is based on the premise that non-smokers should be protected from risks associated with proximity to cigarette smoke. The other premise is that effect of smoke, whether directly inhaled or partially taken in proximity with smoker, are the same. However, little attention has been given to the opposing wing, which have always been dismissed as blades. Most academic studies and researchers have cited individual right as the basis of smoking in public, ignoring other factors such as economy, social, as well as the individualistic reason. Moreover, much attention has also given to danger posed by cigarette smoking, specifically health problems, while ignoring the component side of view. Further, little research has also been conducted to ascertain some of the issues that support public smoking or smoking in general. This does not necessarily mean that smoking should be allowed. However, other factors should be considered. Besides, various options should be explored before imposing a ban or smoking cigarette in public. Thesis statement: smoking in public places poses health risks to non-smokers and should be banned. This paper will be discussing whether the cigarette smoking should not be allowed in public places. First, the paper will explore danger associated with smoking in public and not on those who smoke but non-smokers. The paper will then examine these propositions and ascertain whether they hold an establish counter-argument against the propositions. It is concluded that even though smoking poses health risks, among the individual economic, social, and individual values must be taken into consideration before a blanket ban on the practice is imposed. Reason for the ban of smoking in public places. The proponent of the rule have several arguments majorly based on scientific study and result from health institutions. This argument cannot be disputed, but over the realism on them is what makes the argument is a bit absurd. However, various research have always been pointed health risks associated with smoking. Besides, smoking is an environmental hazard. As much of the content in the cigarette contain chemical and hydrocarbonate that is considered to be dangerous to both life and environment. Biologists and epidemiologists point out positive smoking is harm to health. In the other words, those who come in contact with second-hand smoke risks their health studies. Several risks the associated with the second-hand smoke that majority come in contact with in public place. In most class, potential smokers suffer from cardiac arrest, lung cancer, central nervous impairment, as well as the disease caused by carcinogenous chemical from cigarette smoke. Other health conditions caused by smoking include asthma and other respiratory infection resulting from hydrocarbons and ammonia present in the second-hand smoke. Smokers also suffer from eye irritations, headaches, and flu as a result of smoke particle. Findings from the scientific study indicate that smoke reduces individual lifespan by a minimum of 10%. The discovery also indicates that women are likely to suffer 11 years of their life expectancy. Moreover, people who smoke are more susceptible to certain forms of cancer that would have been avoided without smoking. Smoking is injurious to health. The opposing views. Those who have opposed the view on smoking ban in public places have been accused of critiquing individual right to support their actions, inasmuch as they might be true. The weak point in this argument is the rule applies to both smokers and non-smokers. Everyone has a right to smoke and also not to smoke. Therefore, argument is based on the legal right of an individual remains ambiguous. Economic point of view. From the economic point of view, smoking is an individual choice. Like any other product, these individuals may be willing to buy cigarette is commodity that customer will want and willing to purchase. Indeed, people make everyday choice founded their preference, and these choices are often associated with hazards and reservations. All social interaction that individuals are involved in could be associated with risks, which in most cases are greater than risks related to smoke that smoker accept. The reason is that expected outcome of the social interaction are greater than a risk as well as the cost involved. Therefore, it would be ridiculous to make a conclusion that smoking in public place should be simply because it is presents a number of risks. Based on this argument, the number of fatalities from the cues such as accidents, sexual relations, other diseases such as flu and which are communicable and easy spread in public place are by numerous than a fatality caused by second-hand smoke. In other words, the risk of contracting other diseases dying from AIDS as a result of sexual relation as well dying from accident 5 times higher than the risk of dying from a second-hand smoke. The other attribute of the economic proposition is to examine the method through which individual choice can be reconciled based on their performance. Individuals who smoke and those who tend avoid second-hand smoke. According to the economic studies primary institute, such as freedom and property right often a effectual solution more than formal regulation in fulfilling personal performance. Another factor that should also be taken into consideration is a degree to which a place is considered public. It should be understood that most of the public places were previously private places. The difference is that owners allow public to access them purely for commercial purpose. As such, the rule of property right should be implemented to stop public smoking. In this regard, much of the places considered public are private, such as the workplace, restaurant, and bar. These places are open for all manner of customer smoker as well as non-smoker. The owner should be specify the target customer who are purely non-smokers. Therefore, any smoker who enter in this establishment is held liable for any risks of second-hand smoking. On the other hand, establishment may require that only smoker enter each establishment. In such a situation, any establishment will not be held responsible for any risks associated with second-hand smoke. In case one non-smoker enter the establishment, in both scenarios, there is economic efficiency for all the parties concerned based on their performance. However, in the circumstance that there is no specificity and definition of the public, the whole process becomes quite a social point of view. Socially, smoking has been perceived as being a fashionable and stylish. This perception has been carried over the generation to generation. Smoking is not something new, rather it has been participated for centuries. In a critical examination as why people have been smoking for centuries, the reason is because they derived pressure that was closely related to fashion and style. That is why people still smoke and younger generation feel themselves to be smoking despite health warning or knowledge of health risks associated with the practice. This value should be undermined as scientists could be not explain why some smokers stay longer than whose smoke. Moreover, smoking is not only cause of all health-related disease. Conclusion: the best possible strategy to control tobacco consumption should be put in place. This will uphold individual self-esteem and appreciate society performance. Scientific and other health proponents argue that people should not be guaranteed to smoke openly. However, the economical approach that the management should be not impose ban some individual day by day choice.